Hello everyone, it's me again. Right, IXLeeds. We haven't spoken about it publicly for a little while. Got a new logo. I noticed we need to tell EuroIX because the old one was on the slide.
Yes.
Right, IXLeeds. A bit about it. We're currently in the AQL building in Leeds. We took our first actual peering connections in 2010. There's about 12 gig of traffic, so we're not in that elusive terabit club yet. About 24 ASs to peer with, content, eyeballs, infrastructure, something for everyone. Root and root servers. And we're currently, all our connections are 10 gig on single mode. 100 gig is in the works. Some photos. So this one in the top right is when we put in our old infrastructure in about 2014. I put it in there just to sort of show that how sort of copper heavy it is. Back then everyone's using gigabit cables, and it's, well, here's what it is. The next one along is when we replaced those boxes with the extreme boxes. You can see we've made a fair bit of progress on putting fibre in, and we've actually now got rid of our last copper member connections, which is good. And the last one is our new Arista boxes, which are sat in my lab right now, waiting to be taken to Leeds. Our current architecture is this incredibly complex diagram here. We have two switches because of the head of line blocking that's been mentioned a few times already. And our new switch, well, so the headline blocking thing is because the Trident Plus, I think, that we've got, has only got 9 megs of buffer in it, and so we have to have a separate switch for gigabit stuff, and that's why that's there. So the new switch, I believe, has 3 gigs of buffer in it, which leads us to our new super whizzy network architecture.
Slides got
No, there is a little bit more to it than that. We have root servers, collectors, stuff. There was a whole load of other ancillary crap that I moved off into the cloud because, like, we were running our own web server for a site with 5 pages on it, for example. So what have we been up to lately? I've upgraded everything, got rid of some old stuff, turned off some servers which had, well, one of them had a floppy drive in the front. Greta will be very happy that that thing's turned off. We were using an old 7200 VXR for a collector. That thing can go as another 100 watts saved. So that's sort of just general housekeeping and keeping the thing in order. What we want to do is we've got a second site. I'm not going to name it yet. Well, got a second site. Speaking to a second site, we haven't put the infrastructure in there. I'm not going to name it yet because we haven't done that. There will be, I'm sure, much fanfare and possibly an economical sparkling wine when we do that. So we will continue to save as much power as we can. You know, the green stuff has been spoken about already. And 100 gig ports, that's something that we don't have yet. We were going to thrash out the details, but we haven't yet. So I've put some question marks on it, just so that you know we're thinking about it. Questions like, we don't know what to price it at yet. We'll decide that. Do we bother with LR4? Do we? Does anyone just want to say no? No, don't bother with LR4 then. Right. 40 gig, we can't be asked with that either. Well, I mean, for the same reasons that I can't be bothered to do 100 gig LR4, right? Because it means we need to keep all these QSFP sockets around and so on, that one day switches will just have SFP 112 or whatever, and yeah. Anyway, but people might want 40 on 100 or stuff like that. These are details that need to be thrashed out, but don't think we aren't thinking about them. And that's it.
No questions?
Not even a little one.
What is the host name of the new switch? Switchy McSwitch faces. Possibly that will switch 35 just to confuse people so they don't know where the other ones are.
Thank you, Tom.
Anything? All right.